this one started. And off we go from Soldier Field. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They will run for the first time with David Montgomery. Only a couple for him there on the game's first play, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
From the 27, Trubisky throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it's third down.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. Here's Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Fletcher Cox, the former Mississippi State Bulldog, ringing the cowbell there on the sack.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Sproles, the return. 31 yards on the punt there. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Our first carry now for Jordan Howard. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
On 2nd down, it's Howard. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
A good run by Jordan Howard, and now another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
This is Howard on 2nd down. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here we go. Here we go. 120. Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. Tighten up. Tighten up. Tighten up.
On 1st down, they run with Howard. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now they'll throw it. Wentz. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A 14-yard touchdown as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline from the head coach, don't you? Because he's turned into his bench, and he's telling his team, this is how we prepare. Force the punt, go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the gym preparing for the fight. Now we get to turn it all loose.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense.
And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky eluding the pressure right. He's going to take off with it. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for 3rd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go. Set up. 180. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. And here we go again. Alert, alert. Alert, alert. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Trubisky's throw into the hands of Burton. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
And he will have the 1st down as he gets this to the 47. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Rip left.
1st down, they run again. Here's Montgomery. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me. 54, right there. 54 Mike. Quit talking about it and bring it.
From the 45 on second down. Trubisky over the middle, and it's incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. But now it'll be third down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
The Bears on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. From the gun, it's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have to be thrilled with that first drive that got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage.
Trying to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and the return stops at the 39-yard line.
I knew I shouldn't have did that,
The
but I
good
figured
old cover 3 defense, partner.
might as well try.
When you start playing football as a safety, that's the first thing you're taught. Middle of the field, be as deep as the deepest receiver in any zone, and break on the football when it's thrown and pick it off, just as we saw there.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now, and I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 yards in a Chicago first down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him.
Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Crunch time, defense.
Now Trubisky on first down. And the hook up here to Allen Robinson. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. Trubisky will throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A sack by Brandon Graham. He's been doing that since he entered the league in 2010.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. He finds Robinson. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. He's got Burton here. 14 yards in a Chicago 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
Number 53, Mike 53. Hey, let's go.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Fletcher Cox able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon.
Here I come. Here I come. Alert, 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 alert. Check.
Now it's Trubisky escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon getting set for quarter number 3 here. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. This one taken from the 7. Then he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the 1st half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the 1st half.
Let's see if they do just that. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Strip that ball.
Wentz. That's caught by Jackson. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a 1st.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. And we've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Again, it's Howard. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
They're trying to show you they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop it. Now here's a pass on first down. It's knocked away and incomplete. There defensively was Buster's screen to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Once again here on 2nd and 10. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That goes for a gain of 31. He had one touchdown earlier, nearly a second one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
58, come on. We own them. We own them. Kill, kill, kill.
The carry here for the big tight end. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. A play fake to Montgomery. Now Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. Fletcher Cox. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
The catch made by Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Fletcher Cox, my goodness, make that now 5 sacks for him in this ball game. Really, really turning in an incredible performance. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. They go play action. Trubisky. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on second down.
The Bears on third down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 11.
Mike, 53.
Now Trubisky to throw. And that is incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Don't do it.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
53's the Mike. 53. Check 53.
Hey, Charlie.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. And no, it's incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
It's our field. Hey, it's our house.
Throwing is Wentz. The Sanders has got it complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run on 1st down. Howard. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for, and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a 1st here on 3rd down. Now Wentz. Well, this is caught by Jackson. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 25-yard line. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
To throw is Wentz. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Here's Wentz to throw. And that's complete to Jeffrey. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
On 1st and goal, Howard. And a nice pick up there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake at the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Dallas Goedert. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. And it looks like this will be the last play before the 2-minute warning.
Hey, alert, 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 alert. 53's the mic. 53's the mic. Hey, we're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. Check. 53's the mic.
2nd and 10 now. It's Trubisky. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Let's go. Interception all day, baby. Yeah.
So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down, but it winds up incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. And now it's 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Wentz to throw. Steps away to his left. Looking for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Brandon, what we just saw there is something we hear from coaches throughout the league. How are you going to defend what they call the moment of truth ball, meaning a 50-50? The ball's in the air, defender's there, receiver's there. Who's going to make a play on the football? And in this case, the defensive guys actually got it done and knocked it away.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Wentz going to throw. And down he goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Khalil Mack coming in to drop him for a loss of 8. And it also brings up 4th. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Don't get nervous.
Wentz going to go on 4th down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football.
And a little bit of good fortune there. He wasn't able to get it back, but he did have a teammate on the spot able to retain possession for them.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Brandon Graham able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Trubisky and the troops staying out there. They will go for it. 4th down. Here's Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it.
Go. 280.
Big stop, D. Big stop. Let's go.
Oh, look at this. Wentz going to throw. Caught by the tight end, Ertz. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. That 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now wins. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Wentz now 9 of 17 through the air. Throwing now is Wentz. It's caught by Jackson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage. The drag route can be effective when it's run well.
Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Wentz now to throw. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own.
Good one. I threw that way late.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room, get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say,
and he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 46-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
59, Mike. Check, 59. Yeah, let's get sack.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And that will write a finish to this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And this was truly a total team effort, Charles, on both sides of the ball.
Well, they absolutely pitched a shutout, so it can't get much better than that, right? The defense led the way, but the offense did their part as well. They moved the ball up and down the field. So you've got to like what you saw. What do they call that? A total team effort? I think when it's time to hand out game balls, guys from both sides will end up getting one.
So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Soldier Field.